How to make an object show. Okay, so say you want to make an object show, but you don't know how? Well, here is some advice I could give you. 1. Don't copy characters. Basically, what I mean is, it's fine to have the same object in your show. Like, you could have a character called Lightbulb, for example. But the thing is, you have to make your character different from another show's character. If it's like the same kind of object type. Because if you have the same design and the same personality, then it'll just seem like you're kind of ripping off that show, basically. And another step is making assets. Now, for asset making, you have to think about what an object is kind of like. For example, if it's if it's like an object that's like that has light or is like glowy, the asset should be kind of like that. Or if a character is made of metal, they should have a metal like shine, you know? So yeah. But yeah, that's kind of what I had to say for that. And for the next step is shading. Shading is kind of important for the asset. So, it actually looks good. But yeah, that's something important for object show assets. Like, you don't have to have shading, but if you want to make a good object show, like an object show character asset, I recommend. Next is the naming of your show. Like, you can't just call it Battle for Dream Island or something, as that's already taken, for example, but you could have the name be kind of similar. Like, for example, Battle for Magic Island, which is my series and stuff. It's kind of like BFDI, but more unique, The next thing is not having, 64 characters. Like, seriously, you're not going to be the next BFB or anything like that. So yeah, you could have a big cast for your show, but just don't put 1,000,000 characters up in, because then the first episode will take forever then. And yeah. Another thing I would recommend is scripting and voice acting. For voice acting, you could do many things. You could either voice every single character in your show and be the voice actor for every single character and basically voice act them for every single scene of your episode. Or if you want to be lazy and don't want to voice every single character, you could have voice acting auditions either in Discord or in just other apps in general. And for scripts, look, you don't have to put scripting, as a lot of object shows are barely scripted, but if you want a scripted show, then I recommend writing it in Google Docs or just other script writing apps, as that could really help, honestly. And another thing I would like to talk about is animation. You could use any sort of animation app, like Flip-a-Clip, to PowerPoint, to ToonSquid, to even CapCut, for some reason. But yeah, you could just use any animation app if you want. It doesn't have to be the best animation ever, because look, something you gotta remember is you're not gonna be the next Jack and Jellyfy or Animation Epic. You're not them. And that's okay, as honestly, knowing you're not as good as the other big OSC YouTubers makes you remember your standards of how not to think of yourself as being the most perfect OSC like YouTuber and not having your series be the best it could possibly be, because if you force it to be perfect, then it wouldn't be perfect and just take even longer. And yeah. And yeah, that's kind of what I had to talk about. This isn't like all of the stuff to making an object show. So if there's a bit more I haven't talked about, I might talk about that in another video. And yeah. Yeah, that's just what I wanted to talk about today. And yeah, that's just kind of it. But yeah, seriously. It doesn't matter what age you are, as anybody can make an object show. So don't think that you're too young or anything to make an object show, and you want to procrastinate it until you're like an adult, as anybody can make an object show. Like seriously, Michael and Carrie made BFDI when they were only 12. So remember, you can make an object show at any age you want. At 12, 16, 21, 24, any age. So remember, don't limit yourself to what age you are, as despite being young, you could still accomplish your dreams and make a good object show.